two guys who worked in the public sector, but then their jobs were under attack. They decided that enough was enough and continued to work those jobs. But now they have a podcast too. You ready for advice you didn't ask for and opinions nobody wants to hear? Maybe stick around and play some games, and if you're lucky, have a couple of laughs. They have two brain cells that are both desperately fighting for third. This is the Fighting for Third podcast with your hosts, Robby and Zach.
Welcome back to Fighting for Third.
Wee!
Woohoo! Yippee!
Welcome, brain cells.
Welcome to the brain cells.
Do you think we should have a name for like our room of our studio? That's the word we're looking for.
Studio, yeah. Obviously,
like the skull or something.
Oh, I was gonna call it the mitochondria because this is the powerhouse of the of the podcast.
That's true. Oh, I do like the mitochondria. It's very sciencey.
Welcome back, brain cells, to the mitochondria.
Oh,
that doesn't really have the ring to it I was hoping it would.
No, it doesn't.
We'll think of something. The skull isn't bad.
We're all about brain themed. We have the brain cells, and
we could be the brain stem.
Ooh, I like that too.
Welcome to the brain stem. Here in the brain stem, we bring you the hard hitting facts, information, knowledge.
Bullshit.
We do. There's a lot of bullshit.
I feel like we market our show as explicit. I feel like we should probably insert some language every once in a while just to keep it explicit.
Yeah, so every time, it's funny. So I have to listen to this every time when I edit, which, by the way, I'd like to be referred to as the audio engineer.
Okay.
Feels much more official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
So I'm going to go audio engineer.
Okay.
But I have to listen back every time. And recently, we've not been using a whole lot of crass language.
Nope.
But there's always one. And I'm like, well, got to throw the explicit tag on it.
Well, I just gave you that one, so.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, also,
Yeah.
Also, later, I'm going to read a story that I will not. It's edited, but I will not edit it. I'll read it as it's intended.
And I would hope you would
to get the full impact of the story.
And if we are nothing if not here for the full impact.
Yes. I was talking about this with some coworkers last night. One of them said he would give it a listen. The other ones were kind of meh. They're like, how many listeners you got? We average about 14 per episode.
Which is
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we're just starting.
It's pretty good for not really getting ourselves out there.
Yeah. Oh, which, by the way, we, Instagram, it's up and running.
Oh.
There's a couple posts.
Oh.
So we're getting out there. It's happening.
Did we tag a potential sponsor in those?
So it was brought to my attention.
Well, we probably should do that.
That I did not. So maybe I should.
Yeah. Maybe then they'll reach out to us.
Maybe they will.
For those who don't know, Robby here tried Borden's chocolate milk for the first time.
I did, and was it life-changing? Yes.
Yes.
Would I go back for more? Yes, I would.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
I still have them in my fridge because I don't want to drink it all.
It's like 2 weeks old at
It's
this
only
point.
a week. It's fine.
It'll be fine. I'm surprised it made it this long, to be honest.
No, I had some other chocolate milk that was not good.
I'm surprised it made it to your house.
Well, it was great. Well, technically, it did not come home with me. Otherwise, it probably would not have.
Oh, all right, yeah. What do you mean it didn't come home with you?
It was sent along with.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because we went somewhere else after that.
Yeah, we did. You're right.
Which was actually the first time I've ever done karaoke, and it was fun.
It was fun. Vibes were a little off.
Yep.
It felt like we should have left having had a happy ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a bit happy ending massage parlor in there.
I mean, I appreciate it being a private room, though, and not like a...
That was nice.
In front of everybody.
It was really cool. We didn't have to sing in front of anybody, like, except our group. Except for the one guy who just walked in the middle of a song.
He did. And then everybody just stopped singing for some reason.
Yeah, well, the problem was he just stared at us. He didn't say anything until we all stopped, and he was like, "Could I get you guys anything?"
It should have been like happy ending.
We should have asked. That was probably on the menu.
He probably been like, okay.
If I must. We have a third karaoke room that we can go take care of that.
I mean, the guy who owned it or was running it was in the third one. He literally was like, hey, if you need to find me, I'm in the third room.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he said that.
Oh, well, that is where the happy endings were then.
You know, I had some great value chocolate milk, and it's dookie.
Dookie.
Yeah, it's not good.
There's, I'm not going to name any names, but you could probably read between some lines. There's a carrier in a different city.
Okay.
And on her route is a high-profile individual. And he got a letter that said he was a doo-doo man.
All right, well, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
Just to call a human being a doo-doo man.
Do you think it was written by a child?
No, I hope not.
You
I
think
hope
it
it
was
was a 75-year-old woman. So I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind.
I will say, doo-doo man does sound like a thing an old lady would say.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, when she doesn't want to curse.
He's a doo-doo man.
And she's like, I'm not going to say bad language. I'll just call him a doo-doo man.
Breaking news at this hour. A man in a different city is a doo-doo man.
Doo-doo man. I traveled because I wanted some rallies, which is my favorite fast food place.
The fries. Is it the fries?
It did.
Yeah,
I also like the Big Buford, but anyway.
Big Buford.
So I went to the movies nearby so I can get some rallies afterwards.
Of course.
And pull up to the drive-thru window, or the drive-thru speaker box, and the person comes on and says, "We're temporarily closed. I just had an employee who had a seizure and he went away in an ambulance."
Well, that's
And then, like the dumbass that I am, I said, "Okay, thanks."
Thanks.
And then drove away. I'm like,
Thoughts and prayers to that guy. Hope he's all right.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm really sorry you didn't get your Big Buford.
And I was like, I'll just drive home. And then I'm like, well, I'm on over here. There's a Five Guys right over there. I should just get some Five Guys. So I got some Five Guys.
Honestly, that was an upgrade.
Yeah, it was.
Doesn't Big Buford sound like something that Sam Elliott named that?
Yeah.
He named that.
He probably did.
I'm gonna name this sandwich the Big Buford.
I love the Big Buford.
It's just a burger, right?
Yeah.
Nothing special about it. It's
No.
just some rallies.
Yeah.
All right. Hey.
They come with Rally's fries. That's a plus.
That's all. Yeah. Rallies has great fries. You can buy the Rallies fries in the freezer section.
Yep. They're not as good.
Not the same.
Anyway, and my movie was over, and I was leaving, and I heard Mission Impossible as I was walking by. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see what part it was in. So I walked in. It was almost at the airplane scene. I almost stayed to watch the airplane stuff.
You should have stayed to watch the airplane
I should
scene.
have, but I'm like, I don't know what to. I did, but
I know we've talked about it on the podcast.
Yep.
I cannot stress enough. Would never do that.
No, and seeing that whole stunt, like the full thing, like the trailer doesn't even do it justice. It's insane.
That's what you said.
So cool. Yeah, I had a field day, or the last day of school, and I realized I played a game of football.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom Cruise is out here, 30 years older than me, climbing airplanes, and I can barely play a game of football without feeling it the next day.
Yeah, that's that's tough to come to grips with, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, I want to get to the point where I could just climb airplanes. Not that I would.
Well, on that note, I challenged you to join me in a personal challenge.
Yes.
That was a weird sound.
Yep.
What's happening? There we go. Anyway, I challenged you to join me in a personal challenge of closing all of our rings. All Apple Watch users will know.
Yep.
You get your fitness rings,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like however many calories you set it for.
Yep.
And
mine just defaulted.
Yeah, mine is too. Well, it wasn't. And then I was a lazy POS, and I moved it back.
I just never changed any of them.
Yeah, I changed mine, then changed it back. But it's fine. I honestly added it to match you.
Mm.
And then 30 exercise minutes.
Yep.
And 12 stand hours.
I got all my 30 minutes yesterday without ever doing an exercise.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You didn't even have to start a workout. You
Nope.
just
got like
knocked them out.
I got like 63 minutes
Good for you.
of exercise.
But we've been doing it every day.
Yep.
We've been doing it. So I'm proud of us.
I haven't gotten my move goal yet, but I will.
You will.
I'm
You'll
only
get it.
like within like 50 of it right now, so
Oh, yeah, you'll get it for sure.
So-
You might get it just sitting here.
it's possible.
Being excited about this podcast.
I could just bring my heart rate all up, get
That's
all
right.
flustered.
That's right. I get flustered sometimes. Oh, there is a funny story about the Apple Watch.
Hmm.
So the newer ones have this alert where it'll tell you if your heart rate's too fast while you're sitting still.
Hmm.
And people have been getting alerts that
Hmm.
they might be having a heart attack while watching a sporting event or something because their heart rate goes up and they're not moving. And
I feel that.
yeah.
I've
And
done
the
that.
watch is like, hey, you might be dying.
Nope, just watching the IU basketball.
That's right.
Just watching them play.
That's right. Speaking of which, we are in central Indiana.
Yep.
great time to be a sports fan here.
It is.
Go Pacers.
I mean, Caitlin Clark's out for 2 weeks.
Caitlin Clark's out for 2 weeks, but when she comes back, the Fever will be right back to where they left off at.
Hovering around 500.
Yeah, it's like 4 games into the year though, so it'll be okay. They're fine. It's early. Caitlin Clark's good though. Go Pacers. They're gonna beat the piss out of the Knicks tonight and make it to the finals.
No, you just told people when we're recording this. The night of Game 6.
Surprise! It's the night of Game 6. We're amped.
I don't usually watch NBA basketball just because I don't like it, but I've been checking in on the Patriot game. Every time I watch the game, they lose, so I stopped watching them.
I have that same thing.
Because I watched what game did they lose? 3?
They lost 3.
Yeah, I watched
and
that.
5.
I watched most of that. They lost. And then I watched some of 5, and also I'm like, I'm just not going to watch it.
All right, yeah, you don't watch.
No.
The rest of us can watch.
Yep,
but
I'm not watching it.
Or they can just get like a really sizable lead, like 40 points in the fourth quarter, and then you could tune in.
I watched Game 3, and they had a 20-point lead, and they lost.
And they blew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
thanks for
I stopped watching.
right.
Actually, I turned it off when they were losing, and then they got the 20-point lead, and I turned it back on, and it wasn't a 20-point lead at that point. But
all right, yeah, don't watch.
I'm
anymore.
not watching the Pacers anymore.
When they make it to the finals,
Not watching.
don't watch a minute.
Nope.
Will I be going to the parade? Probably not. Work won't let me off, but
I might. It depends on when it is. If it's in June or July, I'm in.
it'll probably be like the week after they win.
Ooh. Also, the Fever won the national championship a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was like 10 years ago.
And nobody seemed to care.
I know.
It's kind of weird. I'm like, it's kind of sad.
Yeah,
They won a championship before the Pacers, and nobody
they did.
cared. This is before Caitlin Clark.
It was like 2012, I think. that
Week
they
of
won.
catchings.
Yeah,
One of the greatest defenders of all time.
absolutely. I feel like women's basketball was not nearly
Nope.
as popular as it is now.
And some people, they have Caitlin Clark's.
Caitlin Clark may have, yeah. She really boosted it, if nothing else.
I like to watch Angel Reese play catch with herself.
I saw someone call them me bounds.
Yeah, me bounds. Yeah, I saw that too.
Very funny. And that's what they are, because like 70% of her rebounds are off her own shot.
Like, I like to see the picture people post where it says, Angel Reese gets offensive rebound, misses shot, misses layup.
Yeah.
Offensive rebound, misses layup.
Yeah.
Just like a bunch of rows.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Which, not saying she's not a talented lady.
I've never watched her enough to have an opinion.
Maybe focus less on hating Caitlin Clark and more on
Your
layups and free throws.
Your game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I gotta do.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah. So,
Word of the wise.
anyway. So I have a little game for you.
I love games.
We were talking about, a little bit about, like, I went to rallies and they told me that their employee had a seizure. And
Right.
I said, thanks.
As one should.
Well, I was more responding to them informing that they were temporarily closed, not that their employee had a seizure. But anyway, and then after I had my Five Guys, I drove by and they were open again because there was somebody at the drive-through window.
They must have called someone in. Said,
Yeah.
hey.
Or the person came back from work.
Oh, yeah.
He's that dedicated.
He said, I don't have time for this seizure. It's back to rallies for me.
To make some Big Bufords. And
That's right.
what they call them, mother cluckers.
Dude,
I think that's what it's called.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I think they have a
What'd you call it?
They have a chicken sandwich called Mother Clucker.
What did he say?
I set that one up.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you some scenarios.
'Kay.
And you have to guess why these people want refunds
Okay,
if
very
they're bringing
good.
their items.
Hold on. Let me get into the mindset of a Karen. All right, I'm there. Let's
Okay,
do it.
so I'm just gonna give you like the setup for it.
Okay.
So it'll tell you what the item is, and that's it. And then you have to guess why they're bringing it back. So this person's working at a Christian bookstore.
Okay.
They sell other Christian items. I don't know why there's quotes around Christian, but there is. So this particular incident involved a customer's dissatisfaction with a child's toy called Armor of God, which includes a sword, a shield, and armor.
Very good.
So why do you think this person wants a refund for it?
She would like a refund because the armor of God, actually, it's red. And that's the color of the devil.
Mm.
So, really, she bought her child the armor of Satan. And she is not pleased.
Okay. Well, so this person, they say, this person said, hey, I want a refund. I bought my son last week, called the Armor of God. And then they said, hey, what's the order number? They give them the order number.
Sure.
I said, okay, where's the item? And they said, well, I buried it.
Excuse me?
They buried it. So why do you think they want a refund now? Now that you know
Well, it's dirty now.
well, no, that's not why they want a refund.
Because she doesn't have it. It's in the ground.
I mean, it is in the ground, but why did she bury it?
Why did she bury it?
Yeah. The reason, why she buried it is the reason why she wants the refund.
Is her son dead?
No.
Oh, thank God.
I'm not going to read a story like that on here.
Oh, okay, I was really worried. I buried my son with the armor of God.
No.
I don't know. Tell me. I don't know.
Because the toy is possessed.
Okay.
And it says, this person, it says, the moment my son put on the armor, he started screaming and running around attacking everything with a sword. The toy is possessed, and I want a full refund. Frankly, I'm shocked the store advertising Christian products would sell something like this.
Okay, so she gave her son, who I assume is young, maybe roughly 5.
Doesn't say.
Even if he's 13. You gave him a sword.
Yep.
What do you do? What would you do with a sword at any age?
Probably run around screaming, hitting people with it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
But it's possessed, of course.
Yeah, it's possessed.
All right. Okay. My mother taught me if I don't have anything nice to say, I won't say anything at all. So all I'll say is that lady's stupid.
So, I'll read this. This is a little short one. It says, one customer complains about a game. This is an arcade or a bowling alley or something. But
Let's just say it's a Dave & Buster's.
Some arcade style venue. It says, one customer complains about a game that is not giving tickets. Upon looking at the game, I discover that a fuse is blown.
Mhm.
I place several out-of-order stickers over the coin slot and refund the customer. 2 minutes later, another customer approaches. Why does this person want the refund?
Oh, because that idiot definitely took the tape off and stuck their coins in.
Here you go, ready?
Yeah.
It just says, I just put a coin in the game and won tickets, but none came out. It says, I placed an out-of-order sticker on the coin slot. Is it not there on there anymore? And the customer says, you mean these? They were in the way, so I removed them. So can I get a refund?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give myself one of these.
Yep.
Yeah, I deserve that.
That was a good one.
What a moron.
Oh, out of order. Nope, out of the way. There you go.
God. The amount of people who do stuff like that blows my mind.
This one might give it away, but this person is returning a Pokemon game.
Okay.
So just a Pokemon's a game with various creatures that simulate animals in it.
Sure.
But if Pokemon has no hit points or HP, it's considered fainted.
Mhm.
Any mistakes is for being something serious, but it's easily remedied by rehealing your Pokemon in a specific building. So why does this person want a refund?
I'm going to guess they can't figure out how to get their Pokemon healed. They don't know where the nurse is. Nurse Joy.
This person storms up to the desk and says, I demand a refund. She slams a copy of Pokemon Platinum on the counter.
Worst Pokemon game, but sure.
Yeah, it's down there.
Yeah.
And it says, certainly, what seems to be the problem? My freaking fire monkey died.
My freaking fire monkey died.
And then basically it proceeds to say it's dead. It says, what are you freaking... Hold on. It says, I can revive your fire monkey if you'd like. And it says, what are you, some freaking Pokemon priest? My fire monkey is dead. And it says, and then they take it to a Pokemon Center and show them, hey, this is how you heal it. It says, oh, thank you. You saved my fire monkey. How can I ever repay you?
I got a couple ideas. There's actually there's a sketchy karaoke place that can...
I like this. This one's really funny. So this one is, a customer approaches me with a new Blu-ray movie.
Okay.
That's the setup. So you have to
Blu-ray.
guess why they want it back.
I already have an idea, but
Okay.
let's...
No, just guess now. Before I give you more context.
Either they didn't have a Blu-ray player, or they were trying to put in like a CD player or something.
Okay, so it says, you're on the right track. It says me, Blu-ray's a great choice. It looks amazing. The customer, great. I'm so excited to watch my first Blu-ray. We just set up the PVR this morning.
PVR?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It doesn't say. It doesn't explain.
Oh,
what that
okay, yeah, I
means.
don't know what that is either.
Personal video recorder, maybe?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
And then it just says me, PVR. It says, yeah, our PVR machine to watch Blu-rays. I hate to say this, but PVR don't play Blu-rays. They record live television, so I guess it's like a DVR.
Oh, like a DVR kind of, yeah.
But this is PVR. Anyway, the customer replies, yes, but they play Blu-rays as well. I'm sorry, but they don't. If you buy this, open up the movie, and then figure out that your machine won't play it, then I can't give you a refund. I can't do refunds on new products that are opened. So don't treat me like I'm an idiot, and don't threaten me. I know this plays Blu-rays. My friend Steve told it does. And he used to work for a major retailer. Okay, I will. Just ask, where is the disc tray on your PVR? Customer thinks, on second thoughts, Steve also got fired for fraud.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
PVR. God.
I like this one. This one's really funny. So this says, a young woman approaches the front register with a dead Siamese fighting fish in a cup.
That's a betta fish, or beta, some people say. Yeah.
Why do they want a refund for their fish?
Hold on. They brought a dead fish up.
Yeah.
They killed the fish and they would like a refund.
They got a dead fish and they would like a refund. Why would they want the refund?
Well, obviously because it was dead.
Okay.
Oh, well, hold on. Did they buy it knowing it was dead?
No, it was alive.
It was alive when they bought it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, obviously they they
So-
killed the fish. They
so-
want their money back.
I want a refund on my fish. All the fish I buy here keep dying. This is my third replacement.
Can I think I know where this might be going.
I don't understand what could be wrong except that you sell sick fish.
I think she's either not putting it in a bowl, she's just leaving it in that cup,
Okay.
or she's not feeding the fish,
Okay.
or she's not changing the water.
Okay.
I don't think she's doing any of the basic fish care things that need to happen.
You can go give yourself a ding on that because we'll read the rest of it.
Okay, yeah.
So, I'm very sorry for that, miss. I assure you we give all of our animals, including our fish, excellent care. Could you describe to me anything you noticed wrong with your fish before it passed away?
Mhm.
Customer, well, when I first get one, it's completely fine. I change the water once a week, add a water conditioner, and it seems happy and healthy. Then after a couple of weeks, it starts looking really sick, and one day it just dies for no apparent reason. Okay, well, what are you feeding it? Was it eating well? Feeding it?
Yeah, there it is.
These kind of fish eat?
There it is.
Yes, of course they do. Everything needs to eat. Wow, really? I thought they just ate the water.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. At some point, you need to not have animals.
Yep.
And she has reached that point. You know what? She deserves this.
Yep. She's killed 3 fish. She won't feed them.
What? I thought they ate the water.
Yep.
What a moron.
Okay, next one.
Real quick, I hate her.
Yep.
She.
I hope it doesn't say, but I'm hoping they did not sell her any more fish
I would hope not.
because I would not.
No, ma'am, we will not. We're not going to refund you. You're banned from
I
the
feel like-
store.
Although if you're like, hey, if you no longer buy any more fish from us, we'll give you the refund. I would do that.
Oh,
I would do that.
just to keep her away.
Yeah.
That's not bad, actually.
I mean, it's not stopping her from going to another pet store.
No, she is going to go to another one.
But at least you don't have to feel like guilty of selling a fish. That
At least she didn't buy, because male betta fish,
Mhm.
they will fight to the death.
Yes.
So at least she wasn't running like a little fishy fight club.
That's true. Ooh.
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
Nadu.
Okay. Okay, next one. A customer walks up with a dead 5-foot tall maple sapling at the garden center.
5 foot tall. That's
That's
all
what it
right.
says. Okay. It says where I work. It was cut down with a handsaw, and it has obviously been dead for at least 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, of course.
Why does this person want a refund?
They chopped down a tree?
Okay, so it says, I want a refund. You sold me this tree last summer, but in November, the leaves all turned yellow, dried out, and fell off. I want a refund.
Okay. So the tree did what trees do in the winter.
Yep. Well, not all trees, but most trees, yes.
Most trees.
A deciduous tree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, big word for Elmo.
Yeah.
That's different than the other type of tree.
Yeah, evergreen.
Is it just called evergreen?
I think so. That's why they're called that. Evergreen, because they're always green. They're forever
right.
green.
Well, you're the scientist. You
So
would know.
So it says, so in autumn, your tree lost its leaves?
Yeah.
Yes. Sir, broadleaf trees in Canada like this do lose their leaves in the fall and then grow back in the spring. Your tree was just dormant for the winter. It says, but after the leaves all fell off, I put it in the garage. Now it's spring and the leaves aren't growing back, so it must be defective. I want a refund now.
Demanding a refund is crazy.
After they put it in the garage after the leaves fell out.
I would like to. I'd like to do a thing here, real quick. It's just a fun idea.
Okay.
I want to act out what just happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm gonna play us a little transition music, and we're just gonna improv the scene. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
We're waiting for that. Hi. Yeah. I need a refund from you, I think.
Why?
So I bought this tree.
Okay. See?
You will notice it may be in half, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
Okay. So 5 months ago or so.
Okay.
My tree was perfectly healthy.
All right.
Right? Green.
Yeah.
Growing strong.
Yep, that's how we sell trees.
A beautiful tree. And
Yeah.
and it was a beautiful tree. I'd like to congratulate you
Yep.
on the quality of
Well,
your
thank you.
trees. They all looked great.
Huh?
But a thing happened
Mm.
roughly August, September.
Mhm.
The damn thing died.
It died.
It
What-
just died.
What do you mean it died? How do you
So-
know it died?
Well, so it was out there, right?
Yep.
It was fine.
Mhm.
Tree looked good.
Okay.
And I noticed like some of the leaves started to become yellow.
Okay.
So I just like watered it a lot.
Mm.
Like Probably not too much, but like I did order one of those trucks full of pool water
Okay.
and said just do the whole thing,
That's
right?
probably too much.
Well,
Okay.
okay. I bought the tree. Don't
Okay.
tell me how to
Alright.
raise my tree.
You're right. I just sell them.
Okay, you're right.
I don't know how to take care
You
of
don't
trees.
raise them.
No.
You sell them
Yep, that's true.
to us,
That's true.
the arbologists.
I mean, you did notice that it was nice and healthy when you bought it, right?
That's neither here nor there, sir.
Okay.
Are you attacking me
I am not
as a
attacking-
tree
no,
parent?
I am not attacking you. No, I am not judging you. But anyway,
Anyway,
okay. I'm listening.
tree actually
Mm.
got a little greener
Okay.
immediately.
Okay.
Like, well, couple days, we'll say, it got greener.
Okay.
It was weird. The weather got warmer. It doesn't matter. The weather doesn't matter.
Okay.
Then more leaves got yellow.
Mm.
And then it just, no leaves, died.
Okay.
This is roughly the time of the first snowfall.
Mm.
Just kind of giving you a timeline, right?
Okay.
So I was like, well, this son of a bitch, he sold me a faulty tree.
Okay.
You,
So,
being
yeah.
the son of a bitch.
Yeah. I'm gathering that you think that of me.
Yeah, I think you're, well, a son of a bitch.
Okay.
But anyway,
Okay.
you sold me a bad tree.
Mhm.
I tried to save the tree.
Mhm.
Sawed it in half.
Mm.
I read online, where you can trust everything.
Mhm.
Saw the tree in half, gives it a new start.
Mhm.
A new tree will rise from the ashes, much like a phoenix.
Yep.
That didn't happen, so I would like my money back.
So your tree was healthy when you bought it.
Correct.
We take good care of our trees.
Yes, I do.
So no, I said we. I
Well,
didn't say you.
I do take a
Okay,
yes. Thank
well,
you for
yeah.
saying that.
Okay. Anyway, and then probably about winter time or fall time,
Yeah, roughly.
the leaves turned colors, fell off,
This is all sounding correct.
and you took this for it being dead.
It did die. Yes.
No. Trees like this in the winter or fall time, their leaves turn color. The
Yeah.
leaves fall off the tree. It's not dead. It's sleeping. It's dormant.
Trees don't sleep, sir. They're trees.
Yeah, they're also alive.
Excuse me.
They're plants. They're alive.
They're wood.
Yes.
Trees are pencils
They're not,
and paper.
They're not. No. Well, I mean, yes, but no. I mean, I can't start to argue with that because that is technically true. But
You have a pocket protector on, sir, full of pencils. Are you telling me those aren't trees?
I won't deny that they're made of wood.
Thank you. And are those pencils alive?
No, not currently. No.
Give me my money back. You killed those trees too, didn't you?
I mean, think about like a tree is like a cow.
trees aren't cows, but okay.
Okay.
Bovines.
But okay, well, you're comparing trees and pencils.
Because they're both wood.
Cow and hamburgers. Is a hamburger alive?
It once was, yes.
So I'm saying a pencil was once alive when it came from a tree.
I do see what you're saying now, actually. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Anyway, so I at this point I cannot give you a refund because you actually cut the tree in half.
I was saving the tree.
Sir, we can't resell this tree because it's cut in half.
Of course you can't resell the tree. I already bought it. I'm not asking you to resell it. I want my money back.
Oh, so you want to keep the tree that you cut in half,
I would like to keep the tree.
but you would like us to give you money?
Correct.
Sir, I can't do
Can I have a job here?
that. No.
And scene.
That was kind of fun. I like
That was kind of fun. We might mix that in.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me get us out of here. And back to present day.
Okay, so this person, this one's going to be pretty easy, but this person is returning a pregnancy test.
Oh boy.
Why do you think they want a refund?
Well, it said they were pregnant.
It did.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
And
why.
they
It
said it's
must
not-
be faulty.
And it says there's no way it could be. It must be defective.
Yeah, of course. Should I ding myself?
Yes, you should.
All right. Yeah.
I'm going to save that one for later. 'Cause I'm going to read that one later and let you get your opinion on that one.
Of which I have many.
And you don't even know the stories yet.
No, I'm just saying I have a lot of opinions.
Okay. So this person has adopted a cat.
Okay.
And they've returned the cat.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. It didn't really say they want a refund because I mean some shelters don't have. You don't have to pay some of them depending on. But
Right.
why are they returning this cat?
Could be any number of reasons. They could be allergic.
Mhm.
Cats are typically
Aloof.
aloof. I was gonna say evil,
That's true too.
but is there a story?
Yes. there's
Okay,
a story.
okay. My initial thought is I'm gonna say, knowing the game, probably not just an allergy issue.
Okay.
But I'm gonna start with allergies.
Okay. Well, I guess they want to exchange it. They don't want a refund. They want to exchange.
Oh, just
it.
an exchange.
They want to exchange the cat.
They want a hairless cat.
I'd like to exchange this cat. I'm allergic.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. So says, oh, I'm sorry. We can give you a voucher, and you're more than welcome to look at the puppies we have up for adoption. No, I'd like another cat. Along here.
Excuse me? You want a...
You're allergic, though. We can't adopt more cats to you if you're just going to bring them back. Oh, you misunderstood. I'm allergic to this one because it's not fancy.
Excuse me?
Yeah, this person says, they literally say, pardon? It says, it's just such a boring looking cat. I'd prefer something a little more fancy.
They adopted the cat!
So it says, she waves her hand in front of her face again. At this point, I'm really trying hard not to laugh.
Of
It says,
course.
do you have any exotic cats? Anything fancy? Perhaps a Persian?
Okay.
I wouldn't be allergic to that. Or maybe a Siamese. I'm not allergic to fancy cats.
Fancy cats.
Mm-hmm.
I like to picture that the cat they had in mind was like the Sphinx in Egypt. That's what they wanted.
Well, they just got a cat. If they're allergic to, so they,
I also like that this shelter, I assume it's a shelter,
Yeah.
it's just giving out vouchers for animals.
I don't understand how it works, but it just says that we ended up taking the kitten back and giving her a refund. She is eternally barred from adopting cats.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, this is a store that sell individual tea bags for 50 cents each.
Oh, okay.
Free hot tap water and a foam cup come with each bag sold. This sounds like a terrible business model, to be honest.
This sounds like one of the worst little kiosks in the middle of the mall you can imagine.
I mean, it just sounds like you're only selling 50 cents. How are you making... What's your overhead on that? Because I'm sure it's pretty low.
Well, and they're also paying for the hot tap water.
Yeah, that's true. So it says one customer, a man in his 30s, has been coming and buying a single bag every Sunday for 2 years, but he never takes the water or the cup.
Of course.
So he would like a refund for $50.
$50?
Yeah, because he's been buying for 2 years, 50
okay.
cents.
Yeah.
So why does he want the refund? Keep in mind, he's not drinking the tea because he's not getting the water or the cup.
I like to think he is under the impression that if he plants enough of these tea bags, he's going to grow himself a tea tree.
Okay. So it says, we don't sell anything that expensive. Because he's like, wants $50. It
Right.
says, well, about 100 of these herbal mixes, and they haven't done a dick thing. Actually, it probably says damn. It just says D ... It's probably damn.
Oh,
actually.
damn.
It makes more sense to say damn. It says,
Ain't done a dick thing.
you mean a tea you buy every week? No, the herbal mixes in little yellow packets. Yes, that's tea. You mean it won't make my man parts larger?
Oh, no.
No, that's a beverage. Oh, never mind then. He lives disappointed. I never saw him again.
I like that this man was just that convinced for 2 years.
Yep, that dude was going to make his manhood larger. So,
Oh, man.
this one's funny. The customer comes in trying to return a camera with no receipt.
Hmm.
After I tell her I will not be doing that refund, she demands a manager. So why does she want to return the camera?
She would like to... She didn't put a battery in it, did she?
Okay. Well, it says, what seems to be the problem? Your store ruined my daughter's graduation.
Oh, no.
This camera your employee sold me wouldn't work. I couldn't take any pictures. I'm sorry, but without a receipt, we can't refund this.
Of course.
Which is reasonable.
Absolutely.
It prevents people from just bringing random stuff in.
Absolutely.
It says, you're going to refund this and the memory card too.
Oh.
Okay, tell you what. Why don't I just try to fix your camera for you? Then we'll go from there.
A very reasonable response.
The customer scoffs and shoves her camera at me. Yeah, sure, go ahead and try. I'm telling you, you sold me a defective camera. I turn the camera on. It works fine. I try to take a picture. It says it doesn't have enough memory. I open the battery compartment to inspect the card and immediately see the problem. This isn't a memory card.
Oh, no.
Excuse me, your employees picked this card and sold it to me. This is an adapter, which is fine. The memory card needs to be inside of the adapter as well. Do you have something that looks like it would fit in this? Customer, oh, that little thing? I threw that away.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That sounds about right. God. Oh, that little thing? Do you know the most important part? Gone.
Nope, threw it away.
Yeah, gone.
This one, well, this is more of a story. It's more than I guess technically, but it says, I'm working the first window of the drive-thru taking people's money. Our store has a policy that if you don't get a receipt, or if you are not offered a receipt, then your order is free. A man comes up to my window and shoves a wad of bills and change into my hand and immediately drives off to the next window. I don't think much of it because the guy had exact change. A short time later, my manager comes up to me. What do you think is going to happen?
Oh, that guy said, I didn't get a receipt.
Yep.
Yep.
So the customer is insisting on getting their food for free. He says that you didn't give him his receipt, nor ask him if he wanted one. I explain to my manager what happened, and then go and talk to the customer. Sir, you didn't give me a chance to offer you a receipt or to complete the transaction. As soon as you gave me your money, you sped off. And the customer, that's not what the sign says. It's not my fault you're slow. I was not given a receipt, correct? You did not ask me if I wanted a receipt, correct? Therefore, I get my food for free. Says my manager decides not to argue with the man and refunds his money. A few days later, a man places an order, and I'm pretty sure it's the same customer. Sure enough, I immediately recognize him when he pulls up to my window. Again, he shoves a wad of bills and change at me. However, I don't reach out to take it just yet. Good evening, sir. Would you like your receipt today?
Yeah.
Customer, damn it, you recognized me, didn't you?
That guy knew what he was doing. Honestly, first off, yes, you are the asshole. Second off, I do kind of respect it.
Yeah.
I respect the
It's
grind.
like that clip from that one show where he paid for the guy behind him, and then
Yes,
drives back
yes.
around and orders from his guy's like, I'm not paying for that. You have to. It's a pay it forward line.
Yes,
It's
so
basically
funny.
the same situation.
So funny.
This store releases new DVDs every Tuesday. A customer comes in on Wednesday, visibly angry. So why are they coming back?
Hold on.
I can't say refund because now some of them are not
They
refunded.
come out on Tuesday.
Yep.
He's back on Wednesday.
Yeah, so he bought a new movie, I'm assuming.
Right. He obviously did not like the movie.
Okay, so it says, customer, what the hell is wrong with your movies? This doesn't work. I have a story about this as well. after I'm done.
Egads.
So it says,
Okay.
I opened the case and discovered that the brand new DVD had broken in several pieces
That is bad.
and had a huge tire tread on the back. Sir, what happened? The DVD is completely destroyed. I ran over it with my motorcycle. Why? You ran over it? I wanted to see if they still made them like they used to. Back in my day, you couldn't destroy things like this. I demand a refund. He continues to yell and rant until my manager shows up. I explain what the story is with the customer, agreeing with me, word for word, on what happened. My manager speaks to the customer. What are you, an idiot?
Yes.
So, one time, this was a long time ago, I don't remember what the movie was. I rented a movie one time, and it was widescreen. And this is before I knew what widescreen was.
Yeah.
So they had the black bars on the bottom and the top.
Uh-huh.
We returned it because we couldn't figure out how to turn the black bars off.
Yep, that's okay. Yeah, you were that guy.
Well, I mean, I was also like, I was probably a teenager.
I will say, though, those black bars, very annoying.
Yeah, they are. Until eventually, since everything's widescreen. And then I found out widescreen's actually better than full screen anyway.
Yeah,
So
I
now
know.
I'm just like, I can deal with it now.
Well, now anymore, it's just made widescreen.
Yeah.
So,
So,
doesn't matter. But
yeah, but there was a time I had all full screen, and I found out that you see more with the widescreen.
yeah.
And I thought, okay, well.
Man, the guy ran over it with his motorcycle.
Yep, because they don't make them like they used to.
Why would you do that?
Well, I'm going to read this other story that I want your opinion. That's kind of our last one for that.
Okay, last one.
Guessing. That was the guessing one. All the guessing ones. Did pretty well.
Thank you.
You were really in the Karen mindset. Are you a Karen?
So, I would not do any... Well, actually, I might try the throw the money at the guy and speed off one time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that.
I always hope when I go to Dairy Queen that they won't flip my Blizzard over.
Yeah, because you get a free Blizzard if they don't you?
Yeah, but they always do.
Of course.
There was a story one time I read that somebody was working at a Burger King and they tipped the drink over and dumped it over and they go, I'm sorry, I used to work at Dairy Queen.
I saw a video like that from Sonic.
They're like, oh.
It's like, I used to work at Dairy Queen.
Apparently that's part of their training is to make sure you're always dumping it over.
Yeah, flip it.
It's probably like day 2 after they teach you how to do the little curly Q.
That is, so they don't always do the curly Q.
I know.
It's very upsetting.
They should make that their policy as well.
They should.
If you don't get a curly Q, you get free ice cream.
You get free ice cream for life.
Oh. Okay, so this is I'm gonna read the whole story.
All right.
For those who are not a fan of foul language, this story has quite a bit of it.
We appreciate you being here. Now's your cue.
So, it says I walk in, standing in line. Been there for a while. Or, I'm sorry, I've been there for all of 5 seconds before a man runs in, elbows his way to the front of the queue, and slams a burger in front of the cashier. She is a younger teenager.
Okay.
You fucking bitch. How many fucking times do I have to tell you? No fucking sauce.
Ooh.
It says, smiling all the way through the exchange. I'm sorry, sir. What seems to be the problem? You fucking up my burger. I want a refund now. Certainly, sir. Do you remember what time you came in at? How am I supposed to fucking know? You're the one who took the fucking order. Oh, it's a damn order. Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I inserted it wrong. Fuck there. Anyway. I'll have a look, sir, if you give me one moment. She tapped her screen, all the while being yelled abuse at by the customer. All the other customers have since cleared out, except for me. I motioned to the cashier that I've called the police. Oh, is this your order? Rattled off a few items. Yes, that's my damn order. Now give me my fucking refund.
Okay.
Certainly, sir. Let me authorize that for you. She taps on her screen some more and swipes the card a few times. Fucking hurry up, you bitch. My fucking dinner's getting cold.
Oh, wow.
My apologies, sir. Give me one moment. Would you like me to give you a fresh order? You better, you bitch. Says hands customer's refund money. Okay, it'll be 3 minutes to cook your order. So if you like to sit down, at this point, the man shows the money he's just been given at the cashier and screams abuse at her. Or he throws the money. Not shows, he throws it. She picks up the change and counts it. Her change comes out to £3.71. I don't know.
Pence.
Pence, sorry. Which is just enough for another meal. Which one would you like? Would you just hurry up and give me my damn food? Are you fucking simple or something? No, just distracting you till the police get here. 2 uniformed police officers walk in, take the man away, who's still cursing. The manager walks out of a side room, which he has been hiding in. He's about 30 and male, and offers her a promotion on the spot.
Ooh.
She promptly tells him that she'd rather die than be spineless like him and quits. She then pockets the change, grabs most of the food on display, and leaves, but not before thanking me and sharing half the food with me.
Oh.
So,
It's a story of redemption.
What do you think about that story?
First off, awfully quick arrest.
Mm.
I think you are allowed to curse. It's not illegal to be a dick.
No, but it's frowned upon.
It is frowned upon, but it's not illegal. That does make me sound like a dick. I promise I'm not. But it's not illegal. Now, the ball's on her to just quit her job and call the manager spineless.
Yep.
Respect.
You know what my opinion on the story is?
Let me hear it.
It's fake.
Yeah, it probably is.
Because it sounds like one of those stories that used to be on the internet where like everybody claps at the end. I feel like that's the only thing this is missing.
Yeah,
because
you're right.
They're just going to let her walk out and take food, and that's stealing.
Oh, there's the claps.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
There it is. There it is. Did you ever see the? It was a real video. A guy in Australia. He's eating a succulent Chinese meal.
No.
And when he's getting arrested, it's so funny. He's like yelling at these cops. The news are there. He's being filmed. He's like, "What am I being arrested for? Enjoying a succulent Chinese meal?" and then they're like trying to put him in the car. And he's like, "Get your hands off my penis!" It's so funny.
Does it tell why he's being arrested?
It was a case of mistaken identity.
Oh.
He should not have been arrested.
Oh.
But so this was viral. Geez, I don't know, 15 years ago.
Mm.
But it just went viral again because unfortunately the man passed away.
Mm.
But he is a legend for that video.
Mm-hmm.
A succulent Chinese meal?
The other part about this is, like, she got offered the promotion, and she turned it down because she didn't want to be spineless like him. I'm like, I feel like you have a choice of that. You don't automatically become spineless, become a manager.
That's true. That's true.
It's like, oh, I'm a manager now. I'm not going to do anything about it. That's like, I don't know what your thinking is about that.
You're right.
Yeah. The more I read that story, I'm like, I think this story's fake. Now, are there people who will come in and curse like that?
Yes,
100%.
For sure.
I mean, you see people, it's always Popeyes for some reason, but they always fist fight. I don't know why it's a Popeyes.
Why is it Popeyes?
I don't know.
I do like Popeyes.
I've never had it. I think I've had it like once.
Their chicken sandwiches, pretty good.
Better than Chick-fil-A?
No.
You know, what about a Double Down?
I have had a Double Down.
Oh, they're delicious.
The worst time. So I used to be in show choir in high school. And this is like the first time that the Double Down came out.
Yeah, this is not going to end well.
Yeah,
I don't know what you did, but I'm going to guess it was a very bad decision.
Yeah, it was a bad decision.
Especially if it involved a Double Down.
Yeah. The Double Down, for those who don't know, was
it's a sandwich.
2 fried chicken breasts.
It's a sandwich.
As the bread.
Yeah.
That's the bun.
And you got cheese and some honey mustard.
Cheese, honey mustard, bacon.
In the middle.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
They were delicious. Do they still make them?
I think it's kind of like the McRib where it comes back like once.
Like seasonally or something. Yeah.
I don't think it's back yet, but it might be every 2 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
But when it comes out, when it comes out, I'm gonna go get one.
I haven't had one since this day, actually. So, me and probably 5 or 6 buddies, we had, I don't know, hour and a half to kill before practice. Now, these are 3-hour practices with lots of dancing. So we're all like, hey, Double Down's out. Let's go try it. Let's all go get a Double Down.
Nope.
So we all walk in. KFC around us is notoriously slow, first off. We walk in. We all order a Double Down. They're pissed.
Yeah.
Because they have to make...
What time is this?
It's probably just before the dinner rush. 4:30 maybe.
Okay.
So not like an unreasonable time to eat,
no.
but they got to make 5 to 6 Double Downs now.
I asked because like the KFC around here stops making chicken at like 7.
Oh yeah, it was before that.
And they're open till like 10, but they don't make any more chicken at 7.
Practice, it was probably actually before then because practice was like 5 to 8. So it's probably more like 3:30.
Okay, so they
or 4.
no reason for them to get really mad.
Right,
about it,
right, right.
Yeah.
So we all ate our double downs, which, of course, come with a side.
Yeah.
So we ate our double downs, ate our sides, immediately book it to practice.
Mhm.
And I think all 6 of us wanted to throw up.
Yeah, that would probably check
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Double down's one of those things you eat and then you can't do anything else.
Yeah, you're
afterwards.
done for the day.
You know,
That's your
yeah.
day.
It'll do it. It'll do it to you. One time, when I worked at Arby's back in high school, I was put on frontline. This guy comes in who's apparently a regular. I had never seen him before, and he just stares at me. And I'm like,
Can I help you?
yeah, I'm like, can I help you? And he's like, gets very offended by me asking him because apparently he gets the same thing every time. He just expects everybody to know his order. So he ordered it like very, no, I think the first time he came, I think the manager came over and did it because she knew who he was and what he was going to get.
Right.
The second time he came in is when he was just staring at me and he got huffy with me because I'm like, you came in one time and I don't remember it.
I'm sorry you're not a regular yet.
No, he is a regular. I just didn't know that.
Oh, well, to you, he's not a
And
regular.
then also in Arby's, I tried to quit and they wouldn't let me.
Excuse?
Yeah, I walked in, put my stuff on the counter. I'm like, hey, I want to quit. And the guy's like, he's like, why? I'm like, well, I only get like 1 day a week. And I'm like, he's like, why don't you just take that back? And I came home with my stuff. My dad's like, I thought you were quitting. I go, they wouldn't let me.
And you just let them not let you.
Yeah, and then they started giving me more hours. So I
Hey,
got
there you go.
I got what I wanted. So
So the kids listening at home,
yeah,
threaten to quit your job,
yep.
and you'll get more hours.
Especially in this economy, they will 100%
Absolutely.
make sure you stay. They will pretty much almost give you whatever you want.
Absolutely.
Within reason.
I quit a job one time. I got written up after I quit.
Because you quit? Is that why you got written up?
Nope. Well, kind of. So
Is it because you didn't give your 2 weeks notice?
I did give my 2 weeks notice. So
Oh.
I get my notice.
Hmm.
This is right around the 4th of July.
Are you going to name the place you work
I will
at?
not.
Okay.
I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
So I tell the boss, I'm like, hey, I'm giving you my 2 week notice. My last day is going to be July 3rd because I want to be off for the 4th of July. I wouldn't have been off otherwise.
Yep.
I said, well, I really need you here the 4th. And I said, not going to be. My last day is the 3rd. He said, are you sure you can't do the 4th? I said, positive. I will not be here the 4th of July. He said, okay, well, I'm going to put you on the schedule anyway. And I said, I'm telling you right now, my last day is the 3rd. I will not be here. He said, well, I'm going to put you on the schedule. So, whatever. July 3rd comes around.
Mhm.
My last day. I
Yep.
shake hands. Hey, nice working with you. Nice working with you. Good luck. You know, the things.
Yep.
4th. Oh, I should mention, I wasn't going to be there the 4th because I wanted to get up in the morning, go play golf.
Mm.
So, 4th rolls around the next day after I quit, or after my last day. And I get a phone call while I'm on, the 3rd tee.
Mhm.
Hey, where you at? Golfing. Why? You're supposed to be at work. I shook your hand yesterday. I told you it was my last day. I'm not going to be there. He goes, well, you're on the schedule. I was like, I know. I told you yesterday I wasn't going to be there. I told him 2 weeks ago I was off the 4th. I wasn't going to be here. He said, well, that's a no-call, no-show. I said, okay. So I'm going to have to write you up now. So I just said, hey, do what you got to do, man. And that's the last time I ever heard from him.
What are they going to do?
Write me up, apparently.
So you got to write up them.
Got to write up after I quit.
Yeah. Did they accept I'm assuming they accepted your resignation, I guess.
I guess they wanted an extra day out of me. Also, this was a retail entry level job. So let's not act like I was irreplaceable here.
It's true.
They could have hired anyone off the street and done what I did.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, got written up after I quit a job. That's my claim to fame.
Any brain cells out there have their own kind of stories to share within retail? Send it to the email.
It could
Or
be
social media.
It could be a grumpy Karen story. It could be anything. I would love to. We'll read it online or on the air.
I learned from people who used to work there that there's a large chain store. I won't use their name, I guess. I shouted at Arby's, but that wasn't anything bad about them. They just wouldn't let me quit. So.
And then you got more hours out of it.
But anyway, also I learned that because I was still kind of working, I was in college, so
Mhm.
I would go to college. Like if you didn't work so many hours, with certain time, you just automatically it automatically fires you. So like I'd have to go back in and they made me reapply.
Oh boy.
But they were gonna give me the job. Like they were like,
They were gonna give it to
yeah,
you.
yeah. I'm like, can I come? I'm back. Like for the summer, can I work in there? Yeah, but you have to fill out this application because technically you were like automatically fired because you had been so long without hours.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I just like I had to go through jump through the hoops just because they
That's
couldn't.
so annoying.
They couldn't just like rehire me without applying because like one of those things where
corporate says.
Yeah.
So stupid. All right. Is that all you got?
Well, I was gonna say there's a large retail store that
Oh
apparently
yeah.
that if you bring in pretty much anything, you throw a big enough fit, they'll just give you a gift card to make you go away.
I think I know what store you're talking about.
And like I know some people who work there, and people would bring in like used underwear.
Yep.
That had like streaks in it.
Gross.
One time somebody brought in something that had like I think it was a Target. So it's not Target, but
right.
Yeah, but they brought in like a Target, like it had Target on it, and they took it back because they were just like the person threw a big enough fit. They're just like, just take it, it's whatever.
Hey, get out of here. All right, just go.
So I'm not gonna pull it because I don't want people to abuse that, so I'm not going to use their name.
But if you do a little research, you could probably figure out who it is.
Yeah. I just said it's not Target because they took back Target stuff. So
that's wild.
Yeah.
Hey, good for them.
I've never tried this out myself, but
I will not be.
I don't think I have it in me to be a Karen like that.
When's the last time you had streaks in your underwear?
Probably last time I wore like white underwear.
Yeah. So yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing, but same.
Yeah. I have streaks in my underwear right now.
Of course you do. I can smell them from here.
Yeah.
All right, brain cells. We appreciate you being here. Let us know. We're on the socials everywhere.
Yeah.
Fight for 3RD Pod. Let us know either your Karen stories or when the last time you had some streaks in your underwear was.
I don't really think I want to know
and
that.
we will share that information on the pod.
Yeah. We won't use your name unless you say we can.
And even if you say we can't, we'll see what happens. Just kidding. Your secrets are safe with us.
Yeah. We do like fun stories, though, to share.
We really do. Fight for 3RD Pod anywhere. You could email them to us, fightingfor3rdpod @gmail.com.
They'll be in the description, correct?
They will be in the description. They are every week.
Okay.
You'll know where to find them. And that was the Fighting for Third Pod. Goodbye.
See ya.
Zoop.